There's never really a quiet time for dairy farmers. There's always something to be done. But springtime is particularly busy, especially if you're a water buffalo dairy farmer, because springtime is baby time.
It's an incredible journey. It's always a journey here with the water buffalo. We are milking seasonally, and we pick up milking around February and we finish in November. And that's really to respond to the markets for the water buffalo milk and the cheese and gelato and ice cream and a whole host of new products that are being developed all the time.
Now, you might remember Jennifer because about 4 years ago, just when her and her family had acquired their first herd of 20 water buffalo, we did a story with her. And at that time, she described herself as a water buffalo whisperer because those first animals had never been handled, and Jennifer had to tame them before they could even consider milking them.
Well, I'm not water buffalo whispering so much anymore. We now have 60 plus water buffaloes, and it's just, it's extraordinary. So when we first started, we had a sort of a median group of about 15, but we never had the milking all at one time. So 23 will be the magic number this year.
But even with a herd this size, the whisperer's approach to the water buffalo is still very evident, with each animal called by name and handled daily.
100%. As a matter of fact, it's really amazing because I want you to meet the next water buffalo whisperer.
That would be Melanie Burrows, who, as an agricultural student from the Lower Mainland, was on her way to Tofino several years ago when she saw a sign for the water buffalo farm and could not resist stopping in.
It was really coming down to seeing what's coming into the industry, seeing something different, the water buffalo, and the passion they had for it. This was their life dream.
Now here's where the story gets interesting, because their life dream became Melanie's life dream. She fell in love not just with the water buffalo, but with Edward Dyson. In fact, they're going to be married this spring.
We are so lucky. This became our venture, but, I don't know what we would do without that next generation. We would be sort of thinking about, how can we look at downsizing, but we're not. We're looking at how we can diversify the business.
Diversifying, innovating, marketing. They're constant challenges that face every small farmer trying to survive, whether they're raising water buffalo or corn.
It's always developing those markets, and I've been doing some work with cheese sampling, and we work closely with natural pastures, making sure we're communicating with animals coming on, higher production, or what's going on in our herd.
It's tough. You never have enough hours in a day, so to say it's 24/7 wouldn't be quite true. You never get everything done that you need to or want to, but we make it work. We all work off farm, we all work on farm, and we do what we can to make a living.
But they're doing more than making a living. They're making a life, thriving in a niche industry, marketing water buffalo cheeses and gelato, and above all, raising their animals in a respectful, loving atmosphere. It's no wonder that some of Melanie's former classmates are just a bit envious.
There's people who have a 9-to-5 job straight out of university and they don't love it. That's not their life's passion. And something very interesting about agriculture is if you're involved with it, it means you love it, and that's what's getting you out of bed every morning. And not a lot of people have that. I think it's something to be pretty envious of, and I would suggest a lot more people choose agriculture just for that reason. They love it.
Coleman Meadows Farm is located just west of Port Alberni on Coleman Road. You can find out more about them and their market hours on Facebook. But if you visit the farm, be warned, you might just fall in love with the water buffalo.